Hello, you lovely, lovely people, and again, welcome back. And today's subject of the matter is regarding a comment that I got yesterday, and very interesting. Never thought about it in this way. And he said that the Philippines is no country for old men. Many of us think the opposite, but it did get me thinking. And perhaps there is some truth in that, because many of us older people like myself, we come here for a more affordable life and a more laxy-daisy way of life. But what this guy was saying, and you can look back through the comments in my video yesterday, and it was a recent, I think the comment was about 10 hours ago. So I don't know how many comments I got on there. There's quite a few. So, I mean, if you want to look back, you'll see his comment. Come here, Jackie. And he was saying the Philippines is no place for old men because the healthcare system isn't very good. Well, I don't know about that. I think there is some good healthcare here, but obviously they haven't got the the equipment like we have in the West. And also here, no money, no treatment, and that is the truth. That's many of you people who are expats. If you've had an hospital treatment, they always want that money first or partial. And when that money runs out, they will say, right, you've used up that money, you're still in hospital, you're still having treatment, now you need to put some more money in the pot. So that is true. But what he was saying was, many expats come here and with the notion and the thinking that, yes, we can have a better life here, our money can stretch farther, which it does, and there's some beautiful women here who will probably take care of us when we get older or when we need them to. So when I was thinking, I'm thinking, well, he's got a point, because I remember going around to see this guy called Freddie. He's a guy from Switzerland. He's dead now. He died a couple of years ago. And he wasn't very old. I think he was 72 or something, 73. And he was with a Filipina. His Filipina was, I think, 40 years old, and he was, like I said, in his 70s. Now, when I first saw Freddie, and I met him at a wedding reception, really nice bloke, really, really down-to-earth man. And he used to be a bus driver, and he's got a boat and used to go boating. He loves boating. And he looked reasonable, respectful, clean, tidy, and chatty. Then I saw him several times after this, and he was looking dishevelled, looking like he wasn't being kept. Like he had a t-shirt on, there was stains on his t-shirt, and he might have had that t-shirt on for a few days, unshaven. His hair was long and scraggly, and his Filipina wife was there. And I thought, he's not looking right. He's not looking good. I said, Freddie, are you okay, friend? He said, yeah. He said, I'm okay. And I said, you need a shave. You need a shave. A shower. And he was smelling. He was smelling of sweat and whatever else. Now, he said, yeah. He said, I'm struggling. And I said, is your wife not helping you? He said, no. He said, she's going out all the time. So I said, what, she's going out? I said, what? And he had a car as well. He had a 4-wheel drive. And she learned to drive, passed a test, and she used to drive the 4-wheel drive. So she was leaving him in the house. She was going out with her friends, and he had a big pension. He had a big pension from Switzerland. So she was going out and leaving him in the house. And because he was getting old and frail, he wasn't able to take care of himself like he could have done a year or two ago. So I did feel for him, and I said, well, when your wife gets back, they were married. He was on the same as me, a 13A. I said, ask her to sort you out, jokingly. And he said, I've asked her. I said, what about food? Are you eating? And he said, oh, she leaves me some snacks. She leaves me some bits and pieces. I said, no, dinners. Are you eating any dinners? Oh, So many of us live a good life here with our Filipinas. Many of us do. But it got me thinking that many of us don't as well. Many of us come here thinking, and it starts off all well and good. It starts off brilliantly. Your Filipino takes care of you because, how can I say it without sound? I don't want to sound detrimental to Filipinos, and I don't want to sound like I'm talking them down, because I'm certainly not. My wife is great. Many foreigners that I know, their wives are great, but there is the ones that are not. And yes, and we can say it's the same in our country, but we're not in our country, we're here. So when we come here and we are not taken care of when we need it, who have we got to turn to? Who can we talk to? Who can we discuss what's happening with? And many people, men and women, especially as foreigners, we're proud. So we don't want to say anything, because we think, oh God, I don't want people to think bad of my Filipino. I don't want people to think, told you not to go there. It wasn't the place to go and spend your pension. You should have stayed in your own country. So a lot of people don't say anything. Now, Freddie died, a couple of years ago. Come here, Jackie, out the way. And when he died, his wife was looking distraught. I must say, she was looking distraught. But now, she's with somebody else. With a... Get back, Jackie. Stay there. Stay there. She's with a Filipino now. But with the laws in Switzerland, she still gets his pension. I don't know how that happens, but she gets 3/4 of his pension. So she's laughing. She's got a huge big house that Freddie bought. She's got 2 boats, which she's trying to sell. And they are good boats with outboard engines. 2 outboard engines on one. Really good boats. So she's trying to sell them. And she's with this Filipino now. But how many of this scenario happens? Now, no country for old men, meaning when things bad do happen to us here, how many foreigners will tell you, like, my Filipino's not taking care of me, my Filipino doesn't help me, she's not taking me out, she's going out with her friends. I bet you not many foreigners would explain it and tell you that. They say, yes, she's great. Well, where is she? Oh, she's just doing a bit of shopping with friends. Ah, what, with your pension? No, she's got her own money. Well, that could be true. It might not be true. What I think about the Philippines, and growing old in the Philippines, and again, no country for old men, is if that was happening to me when I got old, and let's just say the worst happened and I couldn't clean or bathe myself, and my wife started to neglect me, I think I would be gone. As much as I might be incapacitated, I wouldn't stay there, because it's going to make you angry. And if you're already suffering with a stroke or something like that, it's going to make it worse. As soon as I was under the impression that my Filipino was with me for money, I would be gone. Now, a lot of expats might say, well, you pay for what you're getting. Well, not for me. I'm not interested in that. Like I said yesterday, I've always enjoyed my own company. I wouldn't pay for the company. I wouldn't do that. I wouldn't bring myself down to pay for company. And my dog's trying to jump up at me. Here he is, look. You all know Jackie. Here he is. Here he is. And so I would be gone, because there's no way I would stay here just so I am supporting a Filipina that is just with me for money. I wouldn't do it. But we never truly know if they are or they're not. But as soon as I got like an inkling of that, I'm gone. Now, I'm in my late 50s, okay, 57. So I've got like quite a long way to go yet, I think, although we never know. So I'm still active. I'm still relatively fit. But the time will come when I'm not. And it comes to us all. As much as we think, well, there's years and years left. Like I said yesterday, tick-tock, tick-tock. The clock is ticking. So, is the Philippines a place to come for old men? Is it? Maybe you can tell me. Maybe you can tell me. Like I said, it's something that I've never really thought about before until I got that comment yesterday. Here, no money, no nothing. No money, no treatment, no money, no life. In the UK, no money, you can still do things. You can go to the hospital if you need to. You can get your checkups, which is free. You can, if you're at a certain age, you get free prescriptions. free dental care, free opticians. Here, there is nothing like that for us. So every possible problem that we have, it costs you money. Everything costs you money. Now, if your Filipino is draining your finances, which, think about it this way. Let's just think about it in a logical way, not with rosy coloured glasses. When you get old and you have no use to that Filipina, meaning you're not going out, there is no excitement left in you, you are not giving her what she wants, except for the money. Now, what's she going to do? Is she going to be loyal to you? Because, again, the truth of the matter is, many foreigners here are with younger Filipinas. And they are, Filipinas like all kinds. Same as the rest of the world, I think. But when you have stopped giving excitement, when you have stopped maybe, how can I say this? Giving them a good time in the bedroom, or airtime in the bedroom, now they are still needing, they are still wanting. You might not be because you passed it. You're sick, you're ill, you haven't got that excitement in you anymore, or perhaps she doesn't find you attractive anymore. Now she is going to go looking for that, probably. Not all, I'm not saying all of them, but the younger ones, they will. It's nature, it's human nature. So she's going to go out, you're in the house, you're the providing the money, you might have built her a house, you got a pension every month, you might have savings. She's draining that. And she's having the time of her life, leaving you in the house like Freddie was left in the house, looking dirty, dishevelled, unshaven, long scraggly hair. And he was a very proud man. But it happens. It happens. It happens in all countries, I know, but when you come to the Philippines, you think you're coming here for the brilliant side of it, the beautiful women, and they are beautiful women. Many. Not all. Many. And yes, loyalty. Many of them are loyal. I don't think that they might not be as loyal to us if we didn't have any money. I could be wrong. I'm being honest here, people. I'm trying to keep it real. Money is the reason. Let's put it this way. Let's be honest about this. If we didn't have money, we came to the Philippines, what would be the odds of us getting a young, beautiful girl? Almost zero. Almost zero. So when they say age doesn't matter, that's what they say in the Philippines, age doesn't matter. Well, it does actually. Because if you had no money, you're my age or older, 60, 70, and a 25-year-old girl is there looking at you. She's not looking at you for your look. She's not looking at you for your vitality. She's not looking at you because you are, Mr. Macho. She's looking at you as that packet of money. Now, come on, we've got to be realistic about this, people. Many of you, even me with my Filipina, I haven't got no money. This is the beauty with what I got very little money, no pension, no nothing. I earn a little bit of money. So we haven't got unlimited funds like some foreigners have. Now, we've been through thick and thin. We've struggled many times and we've had many problems. And my Filipina stuck around, and she's the one who gives me guidance by saying, Stephen, come on, it's not going to last forever. You'll be all right. Don't worry about it. We'll eat this, we'll eat that. So I know with my one, possibly I've got a good one. And when you get a good one, keep that good one, because there are many bad ones. But if you take a proper hard look, they're not with you or us because of our looks and things like that. They're with us because it's gainful for them and for their families. And why not? I mean, if you want to pay for it, you pay for it. It's up to you. It's up to you. But I don't want to do that. I don't want to do that. Some foreigners are happy to do that. Pay for affection. And they are some Filipinos are very affectionate. Some are not very affectionate. But on the whole, I think the Filipino women are more affectionate than the British women. And I think that they are more loyal to a degree. And I think loyalty is because if they were seen to be not loyal to you, the people around here would talk and they'd say, oh, she's a bad woman, you know, she's doing this, she's doing that. It's the same as, you don't see many Filipinos smoking or drinking unless you're in the bar areas. But here I don't see anyone smoking or drinking, the women. And the ones that do get a bad reputation for the people that live here. They say, she's a bad woman, that one, she's always smoking and drinking. They chitter-chatter, gossip. So we have to be vigilant. Like Freddie, bless his little heart. You know, when I saw him deteriorate so quickly over that course of that time, and to see his wife going out gallivanting with her friends, buying this, buying that, buying new things, and Freddie didn't lose his marbles. He was still 100% with it in his mind, but his body was unable to act on it. And I suppose he just thought, well, I'm going to die anyway. I'll just stay here and die like this. And that's what he did. And they were together for a long time. They were together for a long, long time. But it just goes to show you, people, maybe the Philippines is not a country for old men. That's all I've got to say, guys. Thank you very much. Friday. Have a brilliant weekend. It's going to be a hot day. That's why I'm out early in the morning, sat by this coconut tree. No coconuts on it because we took them off yesterday. Have a great weekend, people. God bless you all. Thank you.